Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of 360 Cricket House. Once again, I welcome Siddharth Suresh and Gautam Satish into the show. Welcome.
Hey guys, glad to be back.
Hey guys, hope you're all doing good and hope you're all enjoying our analysis.
In today's video, they will be doing the squad analysis of Punjab Kings and the Rajasthan Royals. Starting with, we have the squad of the Rajasthan Royals. Gautam, your take on the squad?
Yeah, well, Rajasthan, they do have a very impressive squad. A new captain in Sanju Samson, so I'm really looking forward to see how he captains the squad. Speaking of strength, I have to say it's their batting, the variety and the depth that they have. I think they'll be one of the most feared batting lineups. They've got two English superstars in Ben Stokes and Joss Butler, and they've got the youth, the strength of the youthness in Sanju Samson and Yashasvi Jaiswal. Not to forget Rahul Tewatia, who was really sensational in the last season. So I think the batting has to be their strength. Speaking of weakness, I think with Jofra Archer not being available, at least for the first half, I think a lot more responsibility will now be under Chris Morris, and somebody like Unadkat will also have to step up, because we all know how good Archer was for them, and with him not being there, I think it's a big blow for them. And speaking of opportunities, there are plenty again. Somebody like Yashasvi Jaiswal, Riyan Parag, Rahul Tewatia, I think these are all young Indians who can make into the national side. So these are the opportunities. Threat, I think I have to say it's the fitness of Chris Morris. I think he's somebody who is very unpredictable, especially when it comes to his fitness. And with them investing in him so much, it's so important that he plays all the games. So I think that's their threat. If he's not available, I think it's going to be a double blow for them.
Thanks a lot, Gautam. Siddharth, your take on the squad?
Yeah, well, it's a good squad. They have done well in the auctions, but I think the biggest surprise was the release of Steve Smith. I didn't see it coming at all. But now Sanju Samson has the opportunity to lead Rajasthan, and hopefully he can do well. Talking about the strengths, I think the all-rounders, Ben Stokes and Rahul Tewatia, they've been brilliant. When you have all-rounders in the team, it always brings a different dimension, because you can get a couple of overs from them and they extend your batting order. So I think Ben Stokes, world-class all-rounder, Rahul Tewatia, explosive all-rounder. I know they add a different dimension to Rajasthan squad. A weakness for me, I think, is how they play the youngsters. They've got good youngsters in the likes of Riyan Parag, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Kartik Tyagi, good youngsters. And they need to have those games where they get their confidence up. So hopefully they play well, and hopefully the team manages the youngsters well. But if they don't, it can become a problem. Opportunity, I think this is the best opportunity for Sanju Samson to show that he can be a responsible player and a good captain. Last year we kind of saw a different game from him. He was more on the explosive side. So this year, I think it's an opportunity for him to step up, be a responsible captain and lead the team and make his way into the Indian team, possibly cement his position in the Indian team. Threats, I think the absence of Jofra Archer, it leaves a huge hole in the pace department. Yes, they did buy Chris Morris, but other than that, if you look at the pace department, they have Unadkat and Kartik Tyagi, who have been unimpressive. So I think if Chris Morris doesn't do well, then their pace department is in some mess.
Thanks a lot, Siddharth. Next, we have the squad of the Punjab Kings. Siddharth, your take on the squad?
Yeah, well, it's a new look Punjab, new name, and hopefully fresh fortunes for them, the Punjab Kings. And any team with Shah Rukh Khan in it, impresses me. So I think the strengths for them, I think for me mainly is the duo of Chris Gale and KL Rahul. They have been so good at the top of the batting order. They produce runs consistently and you get the team off to a good start. So for me, that is a strength. KL Rahul and Chris Gale. Weaknesses for me again, as we have seen last year, is their inability to finish games. If we take the games they played at the start of the season, if they had finished those games off, they should have been in the playoff easily. So I think they should start finishing games. Opportunity, I think Ravi Bishnoi, this is an opportunity for him to step up and make his way into the Indian team. There's also an opportunity for Nicholas Puran to show how world class he is. Threats, if you ask me, is it's a new squad, lots of fresh faces. They'll still have to work on the team chemistry, work on how they play their best 11. So I think they'll have to chalk that out and make sure they play their best playing 11. And this will take some time, so they have to make it quick, and that's why it's a threat.
Thank you so much, Siddharth. Gautam, your take on the squad?
Well, it's going to take me some time to call Kings 11 Punjab as Punjab Kings. They've done what Delhi Capitals did a few years back. Not a bad idea. Maybe a change in fortune is what they're looking for. Speaking of their strength, I think I have to say it's their batting. There's blend of experience with the universe boss there, and there's youth also. Somebody like Nicholas Puran, Sarfraz Khan. So there's Shah Rukh Khan. So there's youth also, as well as experience in KL Rahul, Chris Gale, and Mayank Agarwal. Weakness, I have to say, it's the middle order. I think after Nicholas Puran, I think there's a little bit of uncertainty as to who's going to play. And that was their weakness in the previous games as well. I think if you saw, they've lost games from positions which they should have won. They get off to great starts. Mayank and Rahul gets them off to great starts, but the middle order often fail to finish the games off. So I think that will be their weakness once again. Speaking of opportunities, somebody like Nicholas Puran can really cement his place in the West Indies squad. He's in and out of the West Indies squad. I think he's been an underachiever in this competition. We all know how good a player he is, but often he has failed to match up to his levels of expectations. So it's going to be a great opportunity for him, as well as somebody like Ravi Bishnoi, who had a sensational tournament last season. That's going to be the opportunity. Speaking of threats, I think their inability to finish off games once again might haunt them. If the middle order doesn't get it right, I think they'll have the same problems once again.
Thank you so much, Gautam. Your rating for the two squads?
I would give Rajasthan Royals an 8 and Punjab Kings 7.5.
Thank you, Gautam. Siddharth, your rating for the two squads?
I'm going to give both the teams a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, thank you, Siddharth. Thank you so much, guys, for catching us today. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed our video.
Cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.